Oh, what's up? I was thinking about motivation and what my motivation is for, picking up the camera and like doing all this, while when I could just be laying in bed.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Bruh, I don't know if you heard that. That was Siri or that was Alexa. But I could be laying in bed. I could be just like watching YouTube, or like I could be doom scrolling, or I low-key need to go take a shit. I could be doing that. But um, what's my motivation behind this? I think, I mean, like, yeah, like money is a motivation. It was initially the motivation, but the thing is, like, I'm not gonna see, I might see like pennies in like 6 months. I might see like two pennies, if I'm lucky, to be honest. So I'm not really gonna see money from this, anytime soon. Even if I consistently keep, putting out videos. I mean, I would have to put out like bangers like all the time, but you know, and like super consistently and stuff. But even then, like it would probably take like a year or two, right? So like if I'm being realistic, like money is not like monetization and like good decent money. That's probably not happening anytime soon. So, what is the motivation? I mean, I'm still gonna keep doing it. So what's the motivation really then? That's I don't know. I mean, it's like asking what's the motivation for people to take pictures of themselves, right? Whenever people go places, vacation and stuff, they take pictures of themselves, or like they might take pictures of their food. Like, what the hell is going up with that? Like, why are they taking pictures of their food? And I think it's to just catch a glimpse of that moment that they're living through, right? So that maybe they can take a look at later, or that other people can take a look at, or way later on, maybe their kids or grandkids can look at it. Look at like how their parents or grandparents were living, where they were going, what kind of food they were, maybe probably not what kind of food they were eating. The food part, I don't know, maybe to record calories. I mean, there's plenty of motivations for people doing all those kinds of things. It's like writing a diary. Like, what's the motivation behind writing a diary? It's to have a journal of your day or to record thoughts, and that's kind of what my motivation is with you know doing this YouTube video and like all the other ones that I'm going to keep consistently putting out. I just want to have a record of my thought out there. Maybe like my kids or my grandkids, can look at it, or maybe it can be used to train an AI or something. Like I think, like that would be kind of cool. Like that is definitely something I've thought about, to be honest. Like if there were to ever be a situation where like I needed to be replaced by an AI or something like that. I don't know, maybe in like a business sense, or like I just wanted to, just for some reason. I mean, I can see it happening, right? Where like, I just wanted to like upload this brain into, an artificial like neural network or something like that, and these videos could act as a training data for this AI, right? I mean, that's a very like, it's a very far-fetched thing probably, but it's very much possible. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think those are generally my motivations. On top of just, I think this is I think this is a cool thing to do, just being able to talk. I think this has definitely made me better at talking. Like I haven't been using filler words really. I've used and a little bit in this video, but I haven't really used it that much. And I think I could learn how to articulate myself better, how to present myself. No, I just said how to present myself in front of the camera, in front like for Zoom meetings and stuff as well. How to talk to people that are not in person. That are people that are remote. How to talk to a big audience. How to. I think I already said how to present myself, but and how to edit as well. How to edit and lighting and everything. I think I just said again. I think yeah, I think these are some great learning. Uh, I think it's a lot of learning that I will go through, right? And I think this is a great journey. So those are just some motivations I have. Let me see if there's anything else. No. I was just thinking, how cool would it be if like you could have a glimpse of your parents going through life when they were your age, or your grandparents even, like imagine if they had like cameras available and they were able to record themselves and show you a glimpse of their world as they were going through, and like what they were thinking back when they were 20. Like think about that. Like what do you think your grandpa, like, forget your like parents, right? Your parents when they were your age, that was only probably like 30 years ago, maybe 40 years ago, right? But like think about your grandpa or grandma, right? He or she what could they have been thinking when they were 20? Like it was such a completely different world, and like imagine they were going through life, they were going out into the streets. Imagine if they had recorded themselves interviewing other people, like what kind of conversations they would be having. Like, you know it's just like when I think about it, at least it's a very like, I think about it in a very black and white, uh in a very like black and white way, like I can't really imagine like how the streets must have looked, how, because I mean my grandpa, he was in Nepal, right? So like it would have been like jungles everywhere. I mean, back then they were living. Dude, I literally, like, my dad was telling me a story of this one time of like one of our neighbors fighting off a tiger to save their domestic goat. Like it's such a completely different world back then, and as it will be in, 70 years from now when your grandkids are, when you're a grandpa and you have grandkids. For them, it'll be a completely different world, and they won't be able to imagine this world that we're living through right now. So yeah, I mean that's crazy. I mean, it's a crazy world. But yeah, that's about it for now.